Alright, it's here. We got Helios. It's this King Helios, Super Hyperion. It's MR and MR, basically, and it interchanges parts. That's cool. And we also have Divine Belial 3 with the H gear, Nexus, and then this is right here, Bearing Drift. Very competitive. Then we are here, we have Explosion Driver, and the, what's it called, Zeal. Really good. Zeal Driver is going to be my favorite driver to use. Let's get into the review. Over here on the back, just again, part listings. Uses 2 and 10 armor for Hyperion and Helios respectively. And then the H gear is an armor, and it's a 2-way armor. Pretty cool. Let's get into the actual review of the Beyblade. Thank you, Boring Ben, for your insightful video. Alright, so right here, this is Belial 3, Divine Belial 3, sorry, with H gear. Has blue, red, and purple. Purple being the mixture of blue and red, so it makes sort of a purple circle when it spins with Nexus. And this is Bearing Drift. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. It spins for quite a bit of time. It's pretty good for same spin. Opposite spin. It's okay. It's not up there, but it's still a pretty solid driver. It's not S tier. I'd say A tier. We have Super MR Hyperion. So this is with tapered and explosion dash and the 2 armor, of course. Not explosion dash, sorry, that's just explosion. We really want an explosion dash though. Anyway, if you look at this, it's left facing for the core. No metal on the core. The core is actually see-through, so hold on, if I show you something real quick. This is probably Hyperion Fusion right there. Not Hyperion, Helios Fusion. Right here, you can see red and blue. That is pretty cool. That's SuperKing Helios, SuperKing Hyperion, and right here, this is also King Helios MR, right facing core, spins left, of course, with Giga and Zeal. There is a Zeal dash, by the way, in the anniversary set for Beyblade anniversary set next year. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into some test battles. Also, this is what it looks like in low mode for the Divine Belial 3. Belial 3 is a great core. It's Valkyrie with Burst Lock, basically. Valkyrie 2, I mean, specifically. Alright, let's get into the battle. I'm going to start with Divine versus Helios. That's kind of loud. Alright. And it goes, I think that went to actually to King Helios, and then it pushed, I don't know, pretty good. Not the best in terms of balance. I think it's a balanced disc, but it's not designed the best in my opinion. But we'll get into the fusions part. That'll make a lot more sense. Alright, first also we got Hyperion right here. Let's go ahead and let me show you its power. Yeah, it's a low-centered attack type driver. Really good for those lower attack types for getting that power. It would probably be pretty good on Guilty, but that's pretty much it. It's not the best attack driver, but it's an okay driver. It's good for your attack combos if you want. Let's get into the fusions. Alright, now that we've gone over performance, right here we have SuperKing MR. This is R, not MR. So you can see blue and red on either side. That's because the core is clear, and you can see the color on each side, which is pretty cool. I love that. Again, it's just, you've seen how it forms. It's pretty wild. And this is a lighter than the metal one. The metal one actually is probably your best one for attack, but this one also works pretty good on it too for fusions. And yeah, they're pretty good for attack in my opinion. I would say, let's see, so right spin, you want left spin for this, you want right spin for this. Wait, no, you want left spin for this. Actually, both probably be better for left spin in my opinion. But also, for the rubber, right spin is pretty good. For metal, left spin, I'd say. It's kind of weird, but they work, and they're okay for attack. They're not going to be your best Beyblades, but there are some good combos you make with these parts, which Zanky actually made a video on, so I suggest watching him. And then let's go on to Divine Belial 3. Beautiful. And let's actually create the perfect Divine Belial. I'm going to start off by saying the core flushed in with the colors really good. It actually looks solid. Say a better look. There you go. That is actually pretty cool. I love it. So this right here is perfect protagonist Divine Belial with the V gear. There's actually what's it called? It's a SV gear for Spriggan and Valkyrie, which will actually make the ultimate protagonist Beyblade, the ultimate perfect protagonist Beyblade Divine Belial. But this is what we have right now. This is in high mode with defense on the A gear, pretty cool. The D gear, again, solid for attack power in there. It's probably one of the better ones for attack power-wise in DB. This isn't going to be like the best Beyblade because the Divine Gear sort of really nerfs it, but it's still pretty cool, in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and switch it to attack mode and see how that looks. Actually, in attack mode is a little bit more compact, probably will have more barrage attacks. Looks pretty cool, I like that. And then you have like the point right here, again, barrage attacks. It will work in that way, with the D gear being really good for hitting attacks from and defending attacks from below. Alright, let's go ahead and switch it to high mode. Alright, so here it is looking up close. Beautiful. It has a little bit of a gap there, but again, that's going to be good for grabbing attacks in my opinion. I like that. And it would definitely be better for attack or opposite spin or same spin battles because of its higher height against other opponents. And opponents hitting the D gear will definitely have some blows to suffer when spinning. And I do recommend using actually Venture instead of Adventure because of the rubber and stamina tip working together properly with the weight of V gear, which actually counterbalances the high mode a little bit, keeps it actually more stable, which is really good. I really like this. We're going to go more into depth on this in battles and whatnot later on. That's all for this video. I'll see you on the next one. Until next time, well, you know what time it is. Until next time, let it rip. Actually, hold on, I need to do that. Just, okay, well, the burst lock didn't show, but basically it goes to halfway. There'd be a burst lock. It goes past the, oh, it is a burst lock if you look right in there. You can't quite see it, but the burst lock is there. And then you go past it, break the burst lock, and then you have the other burst lock, which is the armor. And you have to get past that to burst. And even then, like, only the driver really pops out because the disc actually will sort of stay in there. So it's sort of, you can't tell if it bursts or not. Even then, it's really hard to burst. That's all. Until next time, let it rip.